Alright, welcome back to Android Weekly. My name is Jayce, and boy oh boy, has not only flagship season officially begun, but maybe, perhaps, we spotted the Nexus 6 in the wild. Oh yeah. Now the real question is, how will that measure up to the king of tablets that is the Galaxy Note 4? Yes, that's right. We believe that Google may, in the next 6 to 8 weeks, unveil the next member of the Nexus family. And it could look like this. Keep in mind that these renders were made by Android Police and Droid Life. And as always with this kind of rumor, speculation is advised. If the render's details are correct, the phone will apparently have a front-facing stereo speaker, and a few changes when it comes to the icons on the home screen as well. The sides of the phone will also have the same metallic frame as the new Moto X. As for what the phone will be called, while rumors have gone back and forth between the Nexus X and the Nexus 6, a new report from Android Police claims they can confirm it will indeed be called the Nexus 6, and that it will have a 5.9-inch display with QHD resolution. It will reportedly have a 13-megapixel shooter with OIS and the same dual flash ring configuration as the new Moto X. There will also be said to be a 2-megapixel camera and a 3200 mAh battery. So I'm curious, is this enough info about the Nexus 6 that those of you who pre-ordered the Note 4 wished you would have waited? So we couldn't do this week's show without talking about the unboxing that Josh did of the Sony Xperia Z3, and it looks gorgeous, but it is just a little bit of a spec bump from the Z2. The Sony Xperia Z3 features a 2.5 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 processor, the Adreno 330 GPU, a 5.15-inch 1080p display, 3 GB of RAM, the 20.7 megapixel rear-facing camera, 4K video capture. It has digital noise cancellation, a 2.1 megapixel front-facing camera, 16 gigabytes of internal storage, 4G LTE support, it is water and dust resistant, and of course comes with 4.4.4 KitKat. The front of the device brings minimal bezels on the sides and a good thumb hold size bezel on the top and bottom, housing some newly designed speaker grills. A simple Sony label adorns the top of the bezel in the center, pushing the front-facing camera sensor off to the right-hand side. The clean look takes none of your attention away from that gorgeous display. Now, what I found interesting is that the Z3 is reportedly to have upwards of 10 hours of on-screen battery time. That's pretty impressive. Make sure you want to check out Josh's unboxing and the review to come very soon. Now we have some news for those of you anticipating Android L. It turns out that L will not stand for lifesaver as I hoped, but lollipop. Android L has some noticeable cosmetic changes. First, there's the navigation icons. Although they still look like they're borrowed from a PlayStation controller, they are now smaller in size and more spaced out when compared to the previous build. At the top status bar, there's also changes such as solid icons, no breaks for Wi-Fi signals, etc., and a clock with a bold, smaller Roboto font. Thanks for watching Android Army. My name is Jayce. Love to connect with you right here on Google Plus or Twitter. I wanted to remind you again that I still get a lot of questions via Google Hangouts or private messages via Google Plus. That's really difficult for me to respond to because there's a lot of them and only one person is going to hear the response. Whereas if you post them in the comments below, everyone reads them, I read them, and everyone can read my response if I'm able to do so. But an even better solution is to go with your questions to Android Authority forums. There's a lot of very knowledgeable people there who are happy to help you. Now, don't forget to connect with me here on Google Plus or Twitter, and you want to check out my brothers in Android over there, all working really hard to deliver the best content on the web. I shall see you next week on Android Weekly.